Hi guys, so today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at all the brackets for the Ncaa tournament. As you guys know, it's down to the Elite 8. We have Florida and South Carolina, Kansas and Oregon. We have over here, we have Gonzaga and Xavier, North Carolina and Kentucky. So, oops, went back accidentally. Let me just get back in. And so we have the Elite 8. We had a very tough tournament, a lot of very, very last-minute wins. The championship is on April 3rd, and we're going to be looking at essentially what went wrong with the teams that lost, and also just making a recap. I'm going to ask you guys to put down in the comments your prediction for who's going to win the Ncaa tournament, or just who's going to make it to the 4 final elite. As you can see already, Gonzaga and Xavier are already at halftime. It's 49-39. I'm thinking Gonzaga is going to win, and they look like they're going to win. They're already up by 10, but we'll see about that. The matchup that I'm a little bit hyped about is North Carolina versus Kentucky, because Kentucky did really, really well. As you can see, it was a huge power matchup, UCLA versus Kentucky, and Kentucky pulled on top with the 86-75 win. And now they're against North Carolina, who has had a pretty good bracket so far. They beat Texas Southern 103-64, which is a complete blowout. Then they beat Arkansas by only 7, and then went on to beat Butler by 12. So now it's North Carolina versus Kentucky. I think Kentucky is going to win, but that's to be seen. So yeah, that's that bracket. On here, over on this side, we see Florida versus South Carolina. South Carolina pulled a huge upset versus Duke by a 7-point win. It was very ironic considering Duke is in North Carolina and South Carolina beat them. And they went on to beat Baylor by a 20-point shame win. And now they're going against Florida in the Elite 8. So I think here actually that Florida is gonna lose. They went against Virginia, won 65-39, but I think they only won that because Virginia sucks. No offense to Virginia. Anyway, so South Carolina I think is gonna win. Kansas I think is good to beat Oregon. I mean Oregon almost lost to Rhode Island by 3 points. They won by only 3 points, and I think Kansas has a really, really good chance of winning. I think that's how that's gonna go. I just want to go over my bracket. I had UCLA winning the championship. I thought they would beat Kentucky, but of course they did not. As you know, I'm just going to search this up now, but I think you know that Lonzo Ball is done at UCLA and he's headed to the NBA draft. He's basically quit on UCLA. Most people already knew that he was going to be a one and done. Like, he would play 1 year at UCLA, then go to the NBA draft. Oh, this is funny. LeVar Ball crying Jordan memes and trolling surfaces after UCLA's loss to Kentucky. That was really, really sad. I think that Lonzo Ball's a really good talent. He might be a little bit overhyped by his father because his father's like a dumbass. Like, his father compared him to like Stephen Curry and Michael Jordan and saying he's better than them, which is a little bit too condescending and selfish, but so be it. Let's just go look at his stats. I think he's a really great player overall. He led the league in the college league in assists. He averaged 14.6 points per game, and that was pretty great. Sorry, my video actually stopped. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, so Lonzo Ball's averaging 14.6 points per game. He had rebounds per game of 6.0, and he led the league in assists with 7.6 assists per game. So I think he did a pretty good job. I think he had a very bad game in his last game, only 10 points. I mean, he had 8 assists, but not enough for him. He's gonna lead. He's a top 3 prospect for the NBA draft, so he's not gonna have any problem there. So yeah, that's pretty good for him. I think that overall, my pick to win is probably Kentucky. Now that UCLA's out, I think Kentucky's gonna win. Make sure to tell me, guys, down in the comments who you think is going to win the Ncaa championship, and also who you think is going to be the top draft pick. I'm gonna look on Instagram. I'm gonna post on Instagram who I think's gonna win, which is Kentucky now. And tell me if you guys cheated on your brackets. Anyways, if you guys like this short video about the NCAA tournament, please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at MaddenCFS. Thank you guys for watching.